now here we go. Wake up in the morning, I'm rolling gelato. KE on the track, never trusting a thigh hoe. Money on my mental, I'm thinking about dough. She just threw it back on the nigga and got low. I ain't trying to cuff it, he looking like 5'0". Mommy call me Poppy, they calling me Pablo. I'm doing it colossal, she clapping at Bravo. These suckin' niggas be talking, they be talking behind my back. They be mad cause I be grinding, bitch, I really had to track while they was waiting on the handout. Ain't no waiting on none of that. I be really gonna get it, I be chasing down these racks. Gotta stay away from these rats, man, that's real shit, that's facts. I don't got no time to relax, I'm just making time to get rich. I just walk in and get lit, got a part of me, I'm the shit. Don't talk to me in this bitch, I'm saucy, get a flick. She call me for the stick, I bend it over if she thick. We don't wait in line, we skip, she wait in line for the stick. Mine on my money, money on my mind flip. Couple grams in the blunt, you still rolling up a nick. Never trust a bitch, never trust a nigga pocket watching you get rich. Told her get a grip, mine on my money, money on my mind flip.
This joint by Privilege, flip. Let her suck it in a whip. Welcome to the Devinwade Show. I am your host, Dangerous DevNasty, a.k.a. Choke Your Mom Out, a.k.a. Choke Your Pop Out. As Chelsea would call me, the hostess with the mostest. She be sending sneak disses, calling me a hostess with the mostest. But today we have, we're missing somebody today. I think somebody splashed themselves away somewhere. She splashed and drifted off in a river somewhere. But who we do have in the building is none other than Mona Scott Young, aka Mona Lisa, aka Moni Love. Chelsea Lee, DJ Chelsea Lee is in the building. What's up, Chelsea?
Hi, beautiful people.
Also we have I don't know who this guy is anymore. I can't call him Puerto Rico, Puerto Rich. I can't call him Panorama Porter or fucking Porno Porter because now he's like Pixel Porter. He is a video game addict out of nowhere. He's been on the Street Fighter game that y'all see behind us every episode, going crazy, reconnecting with his youth. And I'm kind of mad because the nigga beat my game.
Yes, I'm here. The Street Fighter King is here.
Yeah, you really did beat my game all the way to the end though.
Quickly. Made the credits roll.
Yeah, but you was up back there having temper tantrums. You was you're very sweaty right now.
I had a few tough rounds. It's been a minute.
Okay,
It's been a minute.
Yeah, but you really ended up being. It's true. You're really a Street Fighter king.
Oh, you thought I was bluffing?
Yeah,
Because a lot of people bluff. I get it. I'm not even mad at you for thinking that I was bluffing when I told you I'm like a Street Fighter like connoisseur. Like, I'm not even mad at you for thinking I was bluffing. But yeah, I beat your game. I made the credits roll down real quick. And it's only like what? Like my fifth time back?
Yeah. You haven't been on that shit at all.
We got it on camera too.
Yeah, no, it was amazing. I can't make it past the nigga Zangief and shit. So I'm super impressed, man.
It's all love. We'll talk about it one day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Puerto Rich life story. Street Fighter was a thing.
That's the name of the Puerto Rich movie, Street Fighter. Puerto Rich Street Fighter.
Yeah, that will be a chapter. Street Fighter King in my book. That'll be a chapter. Street Fighter King. We'll talk all about those days.
Okay, we'll talk about that. Mm-hmm. And also we have the purple do-rag wearing
do-rag dun dada.
The do-rag dun dada marine biologist.
Yep. Deacon.
Top deacon.
Today he said he was a hand model.
I'm definitely a hand model.
He's a hand model when it comes to
trying to
oiling up
for a job.
When it comes to oiling up them asses on Chelsea's.
Don't tell nobody yet.
Don't
tell nobody yet.
Yeah, my hands ain't doing nothing with Chelsea.
I didn't say nothing.
But it got cut short.
I know,
that was Chelsea's fault.
Don't tell nobody yet. We got to put it out.
Hold on, you don't say
later.
your fucking name before you.
You already know, man.
The takeover.
You know what's going on, man. We just gonna cut it short. We're gonna get right into this episode. Chelsea over here, her edges is fucking laid. She got the Bow Wow braids in the day, aka Allen Iverson.
Young set it off.
What's going on?
Like she about to rob a bank.
I respect it.
What is going on?
My braids is really fly. Creative precision.
They look
I
great.
fuck with
They
them.
look amazing.
I really love
It's
your
just
edges.
famous.
Well, why
like-
did y'all put that picture of Shamar Moore in the group chat?
Because
with
no
the
one-
fake
I
braids.
know.
We
I
told
could
her
not
what
believe
well,
it.
Garnett was telling her what not braids to come with.
Do not pull up with them braids. You can get whatever
That
braids
was
you want.
terrible. I
And
couldn't
everybody know
believe
what
that.
movie that is.
Hold on, no. What movie is that again?
That's,
Diary of a Mad Black Woman.
When
Tyler Perry shit, right?
Wasn't he
Tyler
like?
Perry
Hold on,
has
I
the
never
worst
saw that
hair.
movie, but was it one of them Jones where a nigga's like a fucking like plumber, and he is, but the woman is fucking with. It's always like a chick. And then she got to choose between two dudes. One
nigga.
rich dude that's beating her up, and the nicest guy in the world that's fucking
Got a regular job.
works as a plumber.
And they definitely, Hollywood definitely got a set of braids that are for the broke guys.
Yeah,
And
that
those-
was terrible.
It's not even just Hollywood. It's Tyler Perry.
I don't
It's
know who
him.
looked at that and
Those
approved
braids
that.
are when they be like, "Yo, is that character broke?" They be like, "Grab braids 5." They come back
The
with
ones
them
that are
broke,
mad
with
fuzzy.
them broke braids.
Yo, what is his issue with the fucking hair pieces? Because it's a different joint that came out like last year.
No.
You know which
it
one I'm
was,
talking
It was
about.
this year. It was like Saving Grace or some shit like that. Where the
Oh
hair
my
piece just
God,
was
where
wild.
everybody's hair look wild
I
as
fuck
fuck.
with Tyler
It's
Perry,
2020. That's disrespect that they can't make us the hair look
but
better.
The braids didn't even have parts. It just was braids.
I'm telling
I
you,
know.
listen,
braids.
fuck that.
It was mad
whatever
fuzzy.
the last one was that had the fucked up hair,
Saving
it
Grace,
looked
yeah.
like the worst movie ever. But then another movie came out, and I just watched it. I don't even know if y'all peeped it. It was some joint called was it called Fatal Affair or some shit?
With
Omar Epps.
Yo,
Yo,
if y'all
I ain't
haven't
see that.
seen
Yo,
the movie,
see that.
son.
go,
What is it?
You ain't see
he's wilding on there.
Yo,
It's
yo,
on Netflix.
yo, listen, dog.
And I don't know why he wilding like that. Like they took that story completely left.
Listen.
Is it
First
Tyler
of-
Perry joint?
No,
Nah.
but it just reminded me. It's cut from that cloth.
Yeah.
It's cut from the cloth of the last one. This joint looks so cheesy when I watched the trailer. I actually wanted to have like a movie night with everybody to watch it because I wanted to watch it so bad. And my girl was like, that shit trash. I was like, that's why I want to see it. It's that garbage. Yo.
Dang.
Fatal Attraction?
Yeah, who was the
Fatal Affair or something like that.
leading lady?
Okay,
in that?
so this is the thing. Nia Long is the star of this movie.
Nia Long
It's
is in it.
Nia
And
Long.
it's-
So
and
we're
it's-
talking
and
about
it's-
two good actors. This is the crazy part.
Nia Long and who?
Omar Epps.
It's not Fatal Attraction because
No, not a
Fatal
Fatal
Affair.
Attraction.
Fatal
Fatal Affair.
Affair.
Yeah, you keep talking about Fatal
And Nia
Attraction.
Long is classic.
Yep, it's starring Nia Long and Omar
Nia
Epps,
Long.
and it's on Netflix.
I see
if
it.
you haven't,
Listen,
saw
I
it,
could tell.
go
Listen,
ahead,
it's a
Dan.
run of the mill fucking movie, so it don't matter. You gotta watch it for comedy.
Yeah.
It is terrible. When I watched the motherfucking trailer, and at a certain point, she turns the headlights on her car, and he's standing in front of the car. It looks so cheesy, yo. The way he's standing
That's
there,
hilarious.
yo, my nigga. So basically, this is the fucking plot in a nutshell, right? This shorty is fucking with she's married, but her relationship done got stale, and it seemed like Bull was sick or something like that. Her husband, so they wasn't getting a groove on or nothing like that. He kind of was in his own world, worried about his job and shit like that.
They worked together, right? Didn't
No, yeah.
Mm,
So then she goes to work one day, and they're like, "Yeah, we got to handle this account. We're working with this guy," and it's like, "Holy shit!" Let's just call him Johnny. Johnny from college, how are you? Now they're talking to each other again because they have to work together. And then he's sending his little shots. You look amazing since college. Oh, you look good too. And they start some bullshit. They go out for a night that's supposed to be some business shit, and it goes somewhere it ain't supposed to go. She fucking with this nigga. Then she feels bad about it and says, I can't do this no more, and separates, and now he's on Fatal Attraction level, popping up. But the nigga is so cheesy, bro. The way this nigga looked, dog, at one point they showed this nigga's driver's license. On his driver's license,
What'd it say?
he had his like head tilted to the left and
creepy.
down and looking through his brow. You're not even allowed to take a picture like that. When you go to get your driver's license picture, you have to keep your face straight. Yeah. They got this nigga, they took like a screenshot from the movie that was just cheesy as fuck. You gotta look this shit up. The movie was terrible.
I think a lot of people just taking they stabs, man, and shooting they shot because Netflix and these independent companies is cutting these checks for like these independent movies. And a lot of people just grabbing up the Canon 5D, old 60D that they had in the backyard. They calling up their homie that's an actor, actress, and they got little names. They like, yo, you want to shoot some shit and shoot it to Netflix? Yo, come on, meet me on my block.
I can't believe they made this movie.
That's what it seems like. No, I've seen a few joints on Netflix that got like the big names. T.I. I seen the joint with T.I. and them. And that wasn't, I thought it was going to be way crazier than that.
T.I. and Jamie Foxx, that one?
No, it was Mike Epps.
No, you kind of wildin'. You wildin' now, Rich. Yo, you disrespecting shit now, Rich.
It wasn't what you thought you was gonna get from Mike Epps and like T.I. been in some decent movies too. I like the T.I. in the movie with Chris Brown and them.
Takers,
right?
Yeah.
So I've seen even T.I. do his thing in some joint. I just
T.I.'s kind of trash as an actor. He's trash.
I'm not gonna be honest, bro. And I'm not saying it's just because I seen the comedian kind of like bring it to light. The boy Gary Owens, he was on I believe the Breakfast Club talking about it. And it's true. You expected more from like a T.I. and Mike Epps movie. To me, I expected like
it was just
crazy.
A low budget movie. That's what it was. But it was actually it was meant to be funny. That shit was fucking hilarious.
It was funny, dog.
That shit was hilarious.
That shit was funny.
Yo, did y'all watch John Henry though? Did y'all see John Henry?
Nah. I still ain't going there for.
No. Watch it, please. I promise you.
Which one is the John Henry?
John Henry
like watched that already, right?
It's starring Terry Crews. I promise you. It is the worst movie, but
Are you
it's
laughing?
hilarious.
Did you say Terry Crews?
It's hilarious.
He said it's the worst.
No, it is. It's arguably the worst movie ever created, but it is hilarious.
Yeah,
from
like an
beginning
axe or
to
some
end.
shit, right?
Yes. It was, and then all the bad guys wore all white. It was ridiculous. So definitely go check them out.
Yeah, I don't know
John
if I'm
Henry.
with that, but shout out to everybody in the motherfucking braids world of what's his name again? With the low budget braids, which one? Braids
His
5?
name is low budget.
Shamar Moore.
And the man that makes the movies. What's his
Tyler
name?
Perry.
Tyler Perry braids.
Right.
Somebody who actually braids
number 5.
Somebody 5 is crazy.
Somebody that didn't have braids number 5. Somebody had real braids was the homie who just lost in my opinion a versus battle. The nigga Snoop Dogg. And Snoop Dogg is back in the discussions again. What is Garnett over there doing, bro?
This is falling for no reason, man.
Just
Briscoe.
let it.
Young
Garnett
Disco.
over
I
there.
just let it fall. My bad, man.
He just
He's
wants
a
to listen.
handyman as well.
No,
ladies
he
and
just
gentlemen.
Garnett
This
just
is
likes
bothering me.
no.
This
shit
Garnett
just
just
bothering
wants
me.
to handle multiple mics at the same time.
Stop. Why you gotta make see look?
Let the mic. Let's just stop. Listen,
Double
the
fisting.
mic went limp. He's not even on this mic, and for some reason, he's trying to get this mic.
I know
bothering
what
me,
he
man.
need. I'm gonna give him this triple stack dolphin that I got from my young boy.
I already got one. Fuck out of here. And it's not that. It's a fucking icebreaker. I just want to let
Literally.
you know.
But Snoop is like back in the little news I seen earlier because I guess people made a big deal about him saying that Eminem is not in the top 10. What did y'all think about Snoop saying that, talking about in rappers?
I could believe that coming from Snoop and his opinion, only because he been around so long and whatever he deemed. I'm pretty sure the Dog Pound, all them niggas is in his top 10. I'm pretty sure.
I don't think he has niggas in his top in the Dog Pound in his top 10.
I'm pretty sure he might have Corrupt in there, and a lot of niggas don't got Corrupt in there.
I don't think I've seen his top 10. He put out the top 10.
He
did. He put out on his page.
Do you have it on deck by any chance?
If it's still on his page, yeah. Chelsea
got
Googles. Chelsea Googles
West
got
Coast dudes that's on there. That
I mean, Corrupt could really
Check
rap.
his Instagram, Chelsea.
I'm not saying that he can. What I'm saying is he is going to put him in his top 10 probably. I didn't see it yet, but only because I mean he was around to see that. People on the East Coast might not know that Corrupt was really fire like that. So
a top 10.
Real quick, it's crazy because Corrupt from Philly.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Yep.
A top 10 regardless though. Like only reason it's always gonna get like some riff raff about it is because of the person's stature who's saying it. You know what I mean? Because a top 10 for anybody, we already know, like, top 10s is opinions. And people allowed to like what they like. They allowed to, like, to rate it how they, or according to what they like. That's what people rate their top 10s on, according to what they like.
I got the list.
Here go Snoop. And
It's
I wasn't
so West Coast though. Like
but
somebody
he's
on
but he's
So
from the West.
Let's hear it.
I know.
But it's really not though, because he really got the old head. I'm gonna speak on it after you read the list.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Slick Rick, Ice Cube, LL Cool J, KRS-One, Rakim, Run DMC, Big Daddy Kane, Ice-T, Too Short.
That's not a West Coast list. That's an East Coast list.
He only got
That's
three.
an East
Maybe
Coast.
four
That's
West
an
Coast
East Coast
artists
list.
on there. That's an
just-
East Coast list.
That's just old nigga world shit.
That's- well, that's
what
what
that
I
is.
mean.
Yeah, no, it's not.
But
That's
look,
old-
we
that's-
talking
that's-
about,
that's
but
East
look who
Coast.
we talking about. We talking about Snoop Dogg.
But he got Ice Cube
he's
on
a
there.
legend.
A lot of people won't have Ice Cube
A
on
lot
their
of niggas
top
won't
10.
have Too Short in their top 10, but I get it because he's from that side. I
Yeah,
get it.
Nah,
and Too
nah,
Short
nah.
is West Side too.
I feel-
Nobody from the East Coast gonna be like Too Short is in
I
my
just
top
feel
10.
like I personally feel like putting Too Short in a top 10 rappers category is pure blind bias. He
That's what I'm
can't
talking
rap
about.
better than nobody. He is a legend, but come on. We don't like no matter what, you know that he's at the most basic level of that rap can even get.
I mean, but
Nah, he's
you
slick with
talking
it. He
about
used to be slick with
you
some
talk about
stuff.
the actual like rap though. Like, I mean, he probably grew up on this shit, so it hit a little different when you there seeing it and being around. That's all I'm saying.
Absolutely. Like my thing is
It's
this.
different.
It's different. Excuse me. It's different for one, like because it's when he was coming up. It's when they was coming up. Who was the motherfuckers who really there was and then you talking about who was the motherfuckers that you
was
really
inspiring
related
him.
to. That's like if
Yep.
you ask me right now, who's my favorite female rapper? A lot of people gonna be blown away. And they gonna be like, Rich, you not, but it's about me and what I like and what like really like I fuck with and what I gravitate to. Like I like Remy. Like Remy, like my favorite like female artist.
But I think that's a lot of people's favorite female rapper.
I mean, I just feel like a lot of people would go try to argue me. And
Mine was
debate
Rod
and just go
Digger.
different.
Mine was Rod Digger
You know what I'm
until Nicki Minaj came out.
I liked it all, just like the classics. But back to what we were saying, like to me, it's about when Snoop was coming up, those are the legends. And he that's a lot. That's homage.
Pac
that
not
man,
even on
that
there.
man paying homage to the East Coast in a big way. All his favorite artists. That's like 6 artists from the East Coast. He said Run DMC,
Yeah.
LL, Big Daddy Kane, Rakim, KRS-One.
Yeah.
That's 5 right there.
Yeah, that's that's an
he
East
said,
Coast list.
And he said more. I think he said because he said Run from DMC. Who else he said? He said somebody else.
We missing one of the
And that
East Coast
nigga Big Daddy Kane.
Only people he
that
said from the
nigga
West
correct.
Coast.
No.
Too Short,
No.
Ice-T,
That
Ice
nigga
Cube.
correct.
Too
Listen.
Short, Ice-T, Ice
Listen,
Slick
one-
Rick.
In any
Slick Rick, another
generation,
one.
in any generation, Big Daddy Kane, he can rap.
Listen,
That's-
and no,
that's
and
one of
listen,
them niggas.
in any generation,
But
hold on.
Rakim too.
Yeah, the Cool G rap.
Cool G rap?
Yes, and Cool G rap still rap like a nigga rap right now. Like Cool G rap is a nigga that could get on a song with a nigga right now, and he still is good.
He'll
Like
body it.
he never fell like in the past or whatever the case may
And
be.
Cool G Rap was one of those dudes that always had his own sound, like a real unique sound. Like it's him when he hop on the record.
Yeah.
he had like the lisp and just
Yeah.
a few things going on.
Yeah,
with.
but he got intricate with the bars and shit.
no.
like
He
that.
was a nasty guy with the bars, like in that Nas,
yeah.
AZ,
Yeah.
those guys, how they play with those words
Yeah.
type. You know what I mean?
I know that the first bar that I ever got in my life, like as a kid, was actually that I ever listened to it that stuck out to me. Like that was cool. It's real basic now, but it was Big Daddy Kane, and he was like, "You a butter knife, I'm a machete." I remember I remember that on the.
Walking around saying that.
That was my shit.
But if you really think about it, like back then, it was really like how it is now when you think about artists that came in a different way and did it in a different way, but had something for everybody. Because Kane, like you said, was that type, come with metaphors and slick shit and
fire.
buttery.
He was Jay-Z of the 80s.
Exactly.
He was fire.
But then you had dudes like Rakim, who was Nas of the 80s.
Yup.
Because Rakim came with the powerful, potent, intelligent shit, still talking slick to you.
Yeah.
It was street with some intellect. You know what I mean?
Right.
Which was what Nas was like the new breed of it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a beautiful thing.
Yeah. Nah, I think I don't have a problem with him not, especially knowing the names that's on the list. It just shows you probably he got inspiration from everybody on that list. He was already Snoop Dogg when Eminem came out.
I think the reason why people made a big deal about it is the association.
Yeah.
I think that's why. It's because of them all being a part of the same family of Dr. Dre, you know, and it's like Dr. Dre found him. And then, so this is how people associating it. Why they might be looking at it as hating or something. He was the first guy that Dr. Dre, quote unquote, like found on some solo artist, dissed person shit. And then after that, it was Eminem. You know what I'm saying? And then they was all doing shit together for years. So I think people didn't expect them to not put him in there. That's why.
I think people still just be starting shit. A lot of people wasn't in that list. Nobody from that era. Like Jay-Z,
right?
None of them people were on that list. Like only person that I can even think that was closer to like, because Snoop himself wasn't on that list. So the only person that I could think that was probably like the newest person on the list was probably who? Ice Cube. Out of all those names, think about it.
And Cube is a legend.
Think about it. And that was the one person who was probably more from like Snoop's own era, you know, his own era with Snoop, Dre, Cube, like, and he said, fuck it, I'm gonna put Cube in there because Cube was probably one of the main ones that he listened to and was influenced by. Like, listen, I think Eminem would actually,
we didn't say Ice-T.
Yeah,
Ice-T.
West Coast shit.
Ice-T, that guy. He was that guy. Ice-T was the first person talking that real gangster shit like Cop Killer. He had a song called Cop Killer way before NWA.
I never dug Ice-T's music. I was just watching his movies and shit.
It was different. I mean, we actually listened to his music back in the day.
That nigga
I actually heard
Law
a few
and Order.
cuts.
Why?
I hate him on Law and Order.
Why? Why?
Because he remind me of what's the movie he was in with fucking damn, why am I forgetting
But you
this?
killed my mom.
Yes. It's just that all over again, but for literally every episode, it's the same
for 12 years.
Yo, y'all
nigga say, I'm gonna kill you so bad it's making my dick hard. It's like,
Y'all
what
never-
are you talking
Who
about?
says
T?
that?
y'all never heard I'm Your Pusher
Of course.
by Ice-T?
Of course.
I haven't. I'm not even.
I think you have, bro.
Maybe.
It was very classic.
I can't recall.
I don't even remember the
I'm a
words,
little
but
bit younger than y'all,
everybody
so.
just go give yourself a hip hop history lesson and go pull up Ice-T, I'm Your Pusher. Ice-T was one of the first motherfuckers really like going explicit with that gangster shit. Like before NWA went crazy with it, like real explicit. He was the first person to talk about killing cops because cops been on that bullshit, corrupt cops and foul cops.
Yeah.
And
Shout out to Ice-T.
let's stop just thinking too that Eminem deserves to be in everybody's something. Let's just stop thinking that.
No. I actually think people forgot. You know how they made the song "Forgot About Dre"? I think niggas forgot about Eminem. I think people actually
He made us forget. He made us forget.
I think that people over time do this with a lot of people where they can't remember how live a person was or how major or how unfuckwittable a person was for a certain time period. And there was a time period where I don't care who you was, when niggas, Method Man, all of them niggas thought this nigga Eminem is pretty much the ultimate problem rapping.
That
and the
Renegade
ability
track,
of rap.
That Renegade track really for me, because that was the first album, the Blueprint was the first album I was able to understand and really rock with. Like, I was understanding bars on there for the first time, sixth grade. And that was like, I remember that being a big deal where it's like, yo, he washed Jay on that.
Yeah.
I personally don't think so. I think he held his own.
Yeah, he did. That's the thing.
He definitely did.
He didn't wash Jay when you go back to that ashy knuckles. That fucking
Jay always hold his own.
It was great.
It's I'm not gonna say David versus Goliath, but when you the underdog and you do good,
Right.
people
Now,
gonna think you did great.
It was a more standout verse. It was a more standout verse.
He was in his prime then, though. They knew he was going to cut. He was coming out. You know, he had just dropped crazy singles, stands, and all kinds of shit.
Stan was amazing,
and he was talking crazy. So
I'm like cleaning out my closet.
All that shit.
That's
All that shit, man. It's crazy crazy because
That
I was
one too.
actually just telling somebody that like, yo, they was debating on my brother's page. Shout out to my brother Polak Mikey. They was on his page,
man.
yeah, on his Facebook, and somebody was mentioning like Wayne against Eminem, and it was like mad people. Like
that's a
that would
nice
be
one.
dope.
well, but I just felt like
But it's totally different
of course,
time.
it's always different. That's like right now. Look, Garnett was just talking about Renegade, and that's probably like one of the main records that we'll know from Eminem if you're not really like a music lover and you don't know those other records like Clean Out Your Closet and Stands,
Toy Soldier.
and but these records, what I was trying to explain to people was like, no, Wayne got the big records that we know and we love. But don't sleep on Eminem because them worldly records, when the world come out, because it was the same thing when fucking T-Pain and Lil Jon was doing the verses, right? And T-Pain would come with the joints we know, and I'm watching it go crazy in the comments when he coming with not blame it on alcohol. Yeah, blame it on that. Was that T-Pain? Blame it on alcohol?
That was Jamie Foxx.
T-Pain was in love with a stripper.
Well, all that. Anyway, he was playing all our
Bartender.
hits.
Bartender was amazing.
Bartender.
All our hits, and people going crazy, right? But then Lil Jon came with the shot. Flag, listen, the flags start coming in from every country, nigga. You get what I'm saying? So I just feel like when Eminem start playing certain joints,
It's worldly.
it's worldly. It's gonna be like worldly, and I ain't saying he wouldn't.
And
beat
everybody that
Wayne.
like Eminem.
Eminem
different.
had people marching in the streets trying to shut his music down. Eminem had historic moments like appearing on TV with Elton John when they thought that he was against gay people. Eminem literally, like they were protesting this nigga's music. That's why his verse on that joint with Jay-Z was so amazing, because he was rapping about how niggas was trying to stop him. You know what I'm saying? You fucking do-gooders. That's too bad you couldn't do good at do good as parents. He was fucking.
He bodied that.
Yeah, he was washing shit. He was just a writing monster. We're gonna talk about another writing monster, but this monster I have certain feelings about. We'll get to that. But Jaguar Wright has made some crazy,
Allegations.
wild allegations, nothing proven, but allegations have been made against Common, the rapper Common.
The nigga that was the star basketball player in Just Right. I hate. He's the worst basketball pick of all time. So like, not in the NBA. Not in the.
That was the joint
my
with
bad.
him and Queen Latifah, right?
Yes. Listen, the movie is actually alright. I just couldn't stand the actual basketball part of it because it's Common like 5'7". Shout out to all the short niggas in the NBA.
Is he?
I
Is he
get it.
5'7"?
That nigga not tall. He like
No.
my height,
I
bro.
met him in person, and
5'8",
I was
5'9".
shocked that he was shorter than me.
He
I
like
thought
5'8",
that nigga was
5'9",
like
bro.
6'3".
Nah, that nigga's like 5'8", but it was just like you not crossing over Iverson, bro. You not taking it to Vince Carter. And I don't know. Go ahead.
Hold on.
Continue with the story.
Man,
but
Common is 6 foot even.
I don't know.
You just
I don't know
Googled
about
I just
that.
Googled it.
But you know, Google
On
be
what?
lying
On
sometimes
what?
too.
I don't know about
They be
that.
having like false information.
I felt
nigga
like
like
I was
5'9", bro.
I felt like I was looking down at him a little bit, but it wasn't nothing too major. But I was definitely looking down towards him, so he was probably 5'11", 5'10".
Well, listen,
I mean 5'11", 6 feet.
Maybe that's me because I just feel like I'm taller than I am. I feel like I'm the same height as everybody. You got to be like 6'7" for me to be like, all right, you tall.
You got tall nigga energy.
giant shit.
Tall nigga
Maybe.
energy.
Yeah,
My boy's a giant.
Yeah, whatever.
Tall
But
nigga.
Go ahead.
But yeah, so Jaguar has made. She said a lot of things in a hour-long rant, Chelsea. It was an hour. And one of the things was that Common. What did he? Did she have to spend a night with him? Is that what happened?
I think after
Garnett?
a show.
Yeah, so I'm not sure about because I just watched the clip. I wasn't watching a whole hour of her just ranting and screaming. But basically she said, yeah, it was something like after a show, and like she had to sleep in the same bed as him, but she ended up sleeping with her clothes on, and
Because she felt like rape vibes.
Yeah, she was saying
She
that
said he was like,
to
come
protect
on,
herself.
come on.
Yeah.
And he was like, she said no, like.
But I read,
You know.
now I don't know if, I didn't listen to the rant. I went and read like an article when you had hit me earlier, bro, and told us to, whatever, check it out. And I read an article where she said supposedly that she did mess with him. They was messing around. Like, she was, I think they was like dating or was messing around, like talking. And then after that show, that night, whatever, they got to the crib and he was supposedly trying like, move on her, like, yo, what's up? Yeah, he trying to get a little frisky. And she was on some shit like, nigga, I just got off the stage. I'm tired as shit, nigga. We going to bed. You know, and supposedly they went to bed. And then it was the next morning when supposedly he was like, you know, tapping her with his joint, like waking her up.
Yeah, so she's saying that the way that Garnett Briscoe started last week's a Sound Only Saturday with the microphone laying across his face.
That's not. We're not gonna do that.
No, but she did. No, but she did. No, she did say that, and that was what we was talking about.
Yeah, that was what we talking about. And
Fuck
basically,
outta
the microphone was laid across his nose. Basically, she was saying that he was tapping her, you know what I mean, with the dook, 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 you know, right on his face, on the chinny chin chin, and was also trying to insert it into her mouth while she was sleeping, which is a wild joint, you know what I mean?
Which is super wild because morning breath on your dick is a little crazy, bro. That is a little untrustworthy.
But trust me, because niggas do it. Come on,
No,
stop
no,
it.
no, but fresh, like, she ain't even say hello yet.
Yeah.
She ain't even say good morning. That's like fresh off the rollover, drool, wildin'.
That's straight wifey shit if you just putting the dick right to her, smacking it right to her face first
She
thing.
said if any guy that she wake up next to could do that, he could do anything. So she said after that, she didn't talk to him no more. She said, if I wake up and you have the nerve to put your dick in my face and be slapping it around on my face as I'm waking up, she's like, you could do anything. Like,
Yeah.
I can't trust you.
But my
and
whole
that
thing
is a
is-
very good point because
I was just about
unless
to
the
ask you
dick's
that.
been in my face before, that should not be the
But
first
that's-
place where
Hold
it
on,
goes.
you said what?
Unless it's been in her
my
face before.
Okay, got you.
And that's what I was
Yeah.
Gary say, like, because that's what I read in the
If it's the
article that
first
I
time,
read, that
it's
she
definitely,
messed
like-
with him already. So my whole thing is like, when you say that we was messing around, we was messing around, I was dating him. Like, well, what else happened? Because if you already fucked this man before, now
Yeah.
we getting a little explicit.
Yeah.
You know, and don't get me wrong, I'm not shooting down her specific story because I don't want I know there's groups out there that protect like the women because rape is a serious thing. We don't condone no women getting raped. You understand what I'm saying? Or getting forced into like no bullshit like that. But it do be a lot of accusations in the world that we live in, and a lot of this shit be false. A lot of this shit be over like, you know, with different shit and be about different shit with hidden agendas. And my whole thing is, if you did mess with the man before, like, I guess the people want to know, did you fuck him or suck his
I mean,
dick
you
before?
could mess
Because
with
if you
somebody before, but still, there's like a respect thing. Unless like you could joke with somebody where their dick is in your face, because somebody could do it and you could be like, that's not funny. But if somebody you have actually like, they could do that or whatever, you guys fuck around on a daily basis, or you have that kind of relationship, that could be, I could see it as being acceptable, but it's still a little bit like, if somebody says no, or if that's the first thing they do waking up, usually you just have the dick out already, and then like
No,
you make
it's
a
Yeah,
joke
like
about
this.
it.
Hold on, because it's like this. If me and my girl, if we got the kind of relationship where I'm fucking with my girl, and if I put my dick on her shoulder, she gonna act like I disrespected her on some levels, I can't even be with her.
Yeah.
Well, we don't vibe on the same,
Right.
like we not meshed on the same thing, because it's too much of an extreme on one side. Like, are we intimately fucking with each other on some
Yeah.
shit where we gotta like give
Or
each
you
other
could be
our bodies?
childish and be
Or,
joking.
right. Or is this like, I gotta sign a waiver every day on every single move that we make? You know what I mean? What you wanted to say something, Rich?
I just think that it's levels, it's levels, like you said, friendship, you're dealing with a girl, y'all friends, and then even at friends level, like Chelsea said, I think it's definitely like respect level. Like, I wouldn't just do that. Even if I did, we did have sex once or twice.
That's to be like your girl or somebody you're constantly messing
But we
with.
never really like. And first of all, shout to Jaguar Wright and Common, because we not a courthouse. We don't know who did what.
Man,
we
fuck Jaguar Wright. That's what Devinwade said.
Oh, yeah.
Continue.
Oh, yeah,
nah,
that's
fuck
right.
that dumbass bitch. Keep going.
Look, Dev got some shit up there.
Yeah, fuck that bitch. Go ahead, keep going.
Look, but my whole thing is, if I do some shit like that to you, it gotta be like where like I was already comfortable enough to do it.
Yeah.
Like, we gotta be like where I play with you at least a
Maybe
little bit,
but I've
joke
been
around.
in a situation where I was in a bathroom, somebody was rolling a joint, I turn around, he has his dick out.
Yeah, he's wilding.
I've
Hold on.
seen
This is a
that.
guy that you don't deal with at all.
No, I've never dealt with him.
Oh yeah, then that's just
we was just all chilling. It
that's
was like,
all-
we were in a hotel. We gonna go in the bathroom and roll up so we can smoke in the bathroom. I'm rolling up the bud, facing the other way. Turn around, dick is out. I said, what
he's wilding
like
on
that-
another
and
level.
So people do that.
Yeah, that's some other wild type shit. What I will say is this: I'm definitely biased. Let's make that clear from the beginning. I have a bias because I personally have had run-ins with this individual and Jaguar Wright, and this bitch is a fucking nut, bro. Like, you don't even hear me talk like this about people. Listen. You don't even hear me talk like this about people. But this woman, if you're around her, you're in a studio session. Those rants that she just had, she has those every day, and they're about everything. So just as a rundown, one day, shout out to Moody Blaze, shout out to Don Michael Jr., the people that was in the studio. One day I had to snap on her, because she's one of those people that'll argue with you all day that like this celebrity worships the devil. This Jay-Z's in an Illuminati. This person did this. She told me that we argue. She said that 50 Cent stole power from her. That's her show. That he ended up stealing it. Not even thinking about the fact that Courtney Kemp is that her name? Courtney Kemp?
Yeah,
she was the writer.
Yeah, it's like the writer of the show. She's saying like she wrote the show, it was stolen from her, but it's always a story like that with her. 50 Cent's gay. That's what she was saying, that that they have the same taste in men. I had a homie who's a notable boxer, has held titles, and he was in the studio as well. And 50 Cent was helping him with his, 50 had the boxing promotions. So she was basically arguing with my boy, trying to say that 50 Cent didn't really want to help him with his boxing thing. It was that he wanted to fuck him the same way she wants to fuck him. She was coming at my boy's neck like 50 like the same man I like, handsome. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to do this. 50 just trying to fuck you. And my man is like feeling uncomfortable. Like, number one, that's my man's. And you like talking about him, but he's trying to be like a gentleman about it. You know what I mean? Because my boy don't know her from a can of paint. Mm-hmm. He's sitting in the studio just trying to be, keep a cool head about it. Telling this man that 50 has him boxing on Showtime, and Showtime's not where real boxers box. Real boxers box on HBO. And I'm like, no, HBO is on his way out the door. Actually, Showtime is the premier spot. Like, they got Mayweather, all this shit at the time. I'm like, you don't know what you're talking about, but you can't tell Jaguar Wright that she's fucking Jaguar wrong. You're Jaguar fucking wrong. And then she got into accusing me, saying she knows where my allegiances land, and on some like Illuminati weird shit. Like, she's dumb as fuck. She's Jaguar fucking wrong. Mm-hmm. And I'm watching her kind of like harass this man. She's telling this man that basically his boxing manager is homosexual and trying to have sex with him and all types of. It's just with her, it's always some wild drama, whether it's a story about Asia Sparks. She has a story about every single person.
How high of a percentage would you say that this story is bullshit?
So when it comes to it, so this is what I'm saying.
No, because we gotta talk, because Common is being accused of something crazy. Yeah,
that's
what.
So
Common hasn't spoken yet, as far as the knowledge.
So this is what I have to be clear on. When it comes to the things that go on in a bedroom between two people, I'm not there. And sometimes people that, how they talk about the boy who cried wolf? Sometimes people that lie end up in a situation where something really did happen to them and now nobody believes them. So I can't have a true to life percentage opinion on this. But I know that this lady mentally, bro, is out of here. What was some of the other things, the allegations that she made in this rant that she talked about?
When I read, she was talking about the Roots.
Yeah.
The member, she said, shout out to the Roots, rest in peace to Malik B.
Yeah.
One of the founding members, I believe.
Shout out to the Roots.
Of the Roots that just passed. Condolences and prayers to his families. But she spoke on some of that, just saying like something about the Roots. I don't know. I don't really want to go into it because that situation. That man just passed away.
She talked about Jill Scott.
She talked about Jill Scott. She talked about Erykah Badu.
What did she say about Jill Scott?
She said something about that the Roots, that they should be speaking up too about the guy who passed away from the Roots. That she mad that they're not speaking up on it. And she was saying that guy was there for them in the beginning of their careers too, when supposedly other people was trying to like play them out and not do things for them.
She said Jill Scott took her act on a show. She said somebody called her and said, her performance, Jill's performance was very disturbing because she took her thing from you. She said Jill told her to be in the Roots like just join the Roots, and she said I didn't want to join the Roots. I wanted to be myself. And she said Erykah Badu, that's the one that was dating Common, right? She said Common never been the same since he left Erykah Badu.
No one's ever been
and there
the
was a
same.
song on Erykah Badu's CD, I think it was called Booty or Booty, something. She
like
said that song was about her. Because Erykah Badu was jealous of her.
The whole thing
that
was real messy, though.
So what I'm
It was
saying
like
is
a lot.
this person's paranoia of everybody stole something. The song stolen from her, the act stolen from her, the movie stolen from her, the TV show stolen from her. Like it's shit like that. The dude that you fucking like right now
And
is
now-
being stolen from you by you're accusing 50 Cent of being a homosexual. It's like
No, now it's the biggest. Her coochie got stolen.
now, so now, or
Tried,
it was
tried.
it was
Or
attempted.
tried.
So what I'm saying
Or
is,
tried.
so what I'm
Attempt.
saying is,
It's the biggest theft of,
Yeah.
of all thefts.
of all thefts, you know what I'm saying, the most serious
Grand theft.
Absolutely.
Definitely grand
Absolutely. Grand theft vagina
Hey,
get
yo,
you murdered.
The nigga
You feel
Rich
me?
looking at me today. He in a playful mood, man.
No,
Nigga
sir,
want to
man.
laugh today. He want to laugh today.
Listen, man, he trying to hold it back, man. I'm just telling y'all that, you know, when you see certain things, and this was the real crazy part too. She was on some nut shit. So one of the things, and I mind this, you know, I own SFX Studios along with Don Michael Jr. And she was like, when I was here, she kept on like having me like do shit, like ask me to do shit, but on some like gopher shit. Like, can you throw this in the trash for me? Can you go grab me a cup? Can you do this, right? And you know, just on some gentleman shit, I go do the shit. So I guess when we got into it finally she said something that was just, I can't even remember how left it was, where I was like, okay, you're done.
Like you to brush your hair.
I said, listen. I was like, no, it wasn't that. It was like an accusation against somebody, or she was harassing my boy about the whole 50 thing. And I finally had to be on some shit like, yo, I'll like kick you the fuck out. Like, you gotta bounce, man, from the studio. So she's looking at me like, how can you, this track studio? I'm like, I own this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, we out there. I'm screaming, yelling, like, get this bitch out of here. Shout out to Moody Blaze. Moody Blaze called me, apologized for her. He knew that she was wilding. That woman got a lot of issues, bro. And she got a million stories about somebody wronging her, snaking her in real big like plots to stop her.
I just want to say this because even though, you know, of course, you know, we make light of certain situations, and, you know, we don't know if this is true or not, but this is a serious allegation. You know what I'm saying? So I just hope that it isn't true, you know, and if it is, I hope that everybody seek the help that they need to seek, and that's it.
Either way, just to tap something on what my bro said, like either way, in situations like this, what people got to understand is that either way, somebody got some bad energy coming towards them. God forbid that, you know, the brother, the homie, you know, because he's a positive brother. He's been putting out positive music for a long time.
Music politician.
Right, he's like an icon. You know, shout Common, and, you know, shout to DJ Active. He DJs for Common and everything. And you know, God forbid he did something like that. And again, I don't want to get, God forbid something like that happened to Jaguar Wright. You know, for her sake, we don't want that to happen to any woman. But we know that things happen in this world that we live in, where some stories be fabricated, things of that nature. And even if you fabricate a story like this, God forbid, it's not no good energy coming back to accuse somebody of something so, you know what I mean?
Heinous, yeah, that's
crazy and not.
I mean,
like,
absolutely.
so either way, I just feel like it's not good for and
it's
the energy
foul,
always
it's something
going,
foul on one hand, one way or the other.
Yeah.
I'm just going, you know, point out the fact, because, you know, when you dealing with stuff like that, man, you know, us men naturally, a good nigga jumps on that woman's side naturally. It's like somebody come to me and tell me something happened, you kind of assume, you know, they coming with a truthful thing that they coming, you know, they coming with. And a lot of times, you know, men could leap out the window and do something and find out that it wasn't even, you know, that wasn't even the case. You know what I'm saying?
I always stay neutral, man. I come from the streets where, like, and not to say the streets again like that, you know, like, but you know, in the streets we dealt with, like, you don't go off no he say, she say. Like, it need to be authentic. You need to see paperwork when a nigga told. if somebody does something with like, you know, somebody gay or something like that, we need to find a motherfucker that's really going like be able to like prove it and show evidence before you start putting shit on people. So it's like the same thing in like those situations.
So imagine this, when you talked about the things that people get, as talented as this woman is, because if she wasn't a super talent, she wouldn't even be in the position that she's in. But a lot of this, you know, her complaints come from not being in a higher position. But I think a lot of that comes from her practices as a person, even with certain things. Like, if you feel free enough, let's say these allegations were true, not of the ones with Common, but of something with 50 or something with somebody. If you just speak this shit randomly in a motherfucking random session with anybody, that's not something how people operate. You meet a person, you randomly say, oh yeah, your manager's a, you know, the way she was coming about it, your man was just a homosexual, he trying to fuck. That wouldn't be a good move, even if that situation was true. So that in itself showed me that this person just does not know how to operate correctly as a human being. You know what I'm saying? Period.
Definitely be true, man. I mean, some people
She
out here
just
that
sound
definitely
really hurt.
Listen, we you know, maybe one day we'll touch on that, you know, because I know we spoke on it, but we all go through shit as humans. So even us, like, look, me, I wake up every day and make sure I check myself. I check my mental health. I check, you know, and by ways of just, you know, sitting down and gathering my thoughts and talking to myself and just, you know, making sure that I'm okay, you know, and I'm being what I'm supposed to be as a human and just functioning right. And I think everybody should do that, because it can be people out here that's going through some shit and mind be playing tricks on them and be really like in another world.
Yeah.
And it could be for some time. I've seen people be in like a phase for like years, and it might have came from them like smoking like angel dust, shit like that, when we used to do that back when we was young, because I had my experience in my phase.
The last thing that I actually kind of like forgot about her. The last thing that happened, like after that situation happened, she was like locked up or something down south because she like, I don't know, like if they said she like kidnapped her son or some shit, like they kidnapped her kid or something like that. And I guess the pop, you know, she ended up getting locked up for that shit. That was like the last thing, and then I never heard nothing about her since until like right now. But another situation that y'all just made me aware of, where there's another major allegation with
I'm actually sick of these fucking. I'm sick of all of this shit that got to do with like abusing women, whether it be true or not true. Just hearing shit about that makes me feel some type of way. But go ahead.
Yeah, man. Takeoff.
This past June,
That's
was
not
at
the
a
one.
party.
Is that the one?
Allegedly.
That's Cardi's? No, different one.
No,
the
that's-
Takeoff is the one that
that's Quavo. That's Quavo.
No, that's Offset.
Yeah, it's Offset.
Offset's with Cardi,
Offset.
but Takeoff is
Offset
not
is
with
with
anybody.
Cardi?
Yeah.
Offset is with Cardi. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
nigga,
I'm sorry. Listen.
Why you gonna
My bad.
disrespect Quavius?
My bad. Quavo is with Saweetie, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Who that?
She bad.
My
but
type, nigga.
Oh,
That's
okay.
my type.
That nigga won with that.
Okay.
That's a winner.
Do she look like Kalani, or am I tripping?
I don't know who that
Who?
No, she could, but no.
Not really.
Kalani used to date
skin.
YG.
Both light skin.
And Kalani's really skinny.
Who though? Sweetie?
And she's got
Yeah.
like a different style face.
Completely different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweetie
They both
is
light skin.
ridiculous.
Nice.
No. She's black. She's ridiculous.
But I'm talking
She's
about.
hot. Is she bad?
She's ridiculous.
is. Listen, look at
He
him.
won one.
Listen, look
Damn.
at. If y'all can see Garnett
got her? Who
Briscoe's
got her?
face.
Quavo.
Shout out to Quavo.
Yeah, if you could see Garnett Briscoe's face, he's
She's
definitely.
next.
Shout out to Quavo. Get him like
So-
Google Chelsea.
Allegedly last June, or this past June, Takeoff was at a party and he bent this girl over on the bed and raped her. She said that she was invited to the party by a different person. There was a fight that was going on. This is the story I read on TMZ. And that she went into the room to get away from the fight. And then he came in the room, just kind of threw her over the bed and did that. She also claimed that he offered her weed, which I don't see what is a problem with. You're with a guy named Takeoff if you're at that kind of party.
Shut up, man.
I'm just saying. His name is Takeoff for a reason.
Crazy.
She said, flipped me over, took my clothing off, and he raped her. She's suing him under the name of Jane Doe. And which is the kicker, she went to the hospital that night and got a test, and there was evidence of forceful rape. She claims.
All right, so I will say this. So this is also something.
Oh, she claims hospital notified LAPD, but she did go and get that done.
We don't know anything, right?
We don't.
We don't know anything. Once again, it's all alleged. In this situation too, I hope that it's not true on both sides. You know what I'm saying? But either way, we gonna figure it out.
Right.
But even
I hope she wasn't.
I mean, so have you? So I don't.
It's definitely an alligator.
I don't want to speak out of context because I've never had a rape test or anything like that. Is anybody knowledgeable about what exactly that is?
No.
All right, because I will say this, because I mean,
So that's one thing we know that you're fucking not finally.
what?
You're not a fucking, I don't know,
Gynecologist?
or a fucking
I mean,
forensic.
you trying to throw that
you're
on
not
me,
a
nigga.
you're not a
Well,
forensic.
he could still be a gynecologist. He said he don't know how to check the test.
Yeah, so he's not like a
check
forensic
the actual
whatever.
Yeah,
box.
I'm not-
Can you
but-
check the box?
I can check the box.
Oh my god.
Oh
So,
god, this nigga's a professional
Yeah,
box
he might
checker.
be a little Gotti
Professional boxer.
Gotti Garnett.
Yo, I thought he was gonna call him Ghani Cochran.
Wow, that would
like
have been
that
crazy. That would have
Wow.
been crazy.
Yo, that's wild. That's terrible.
Yo, we got
Nah,
the
I still
wild
like to
shit
say
coming.
even. I mean, so the rape kit says like forceful. Like how does it even determine that?
Man, I don't.
I don't
We
know.
don't know.
Man,
That's
a
how
wild.
it's hard. That's why it's so hard to speak on
what's the
shit.
name? And I don't even want to bring that up. I'm not going to do it. But sometimes I mean the vagina hole starts very small.
So basically,
You get what I'm saying?
basically, he was about to mention a case and didn't want to disrespect somebody that passed away.
Right, exactly,
I already knew what this was going to be.
Exactly.
He didn't want to disrespect somebody that passed away, and what he wants to say is basically, some people got big hammers, and he thinks that it could end up being a situation that looks like something from rough sex or whatever the case.
I'm just saying
He's
it's a
guessing.
possibility.
But,
Right.
I
It's
mean,
just a
listen,
possibility.
again, we not the courthouse. We not the courthouse.
Yeah. We're not even the detectives. That's fucking Chelsea and Wally.
We just really
Roger that.
as people of the community and people and we amongst our peers right now, we just got to keep it real and speak on all aspects and things and possibilities and things, and we try to just help the people understand these type of situations. And I just know that in these situations, again, it could be true. It could be some truth to it. We would hate because you got celebrities that sometimes they get these levels to a certain level where they think they can throw their stature around a little bit and maybe do what they want a little bit. We've seen that. And I'm not saying that this is the case with the homie Takeoff, but and at the same time, we've seen situations where, look, Pac and a bunch of other artists, this was since the beginning of time, women aim for these men. They aim for these men. And then I think about, okay, she went to the hospital. Everybody think, as soon as you think about that, you like, okay, she went to the hospital. She got the test. That she got pounded. They said she got pumped. It was crazy. Like, it got to be. But we don't, like Garnett said, we don't know how they take that test. We don't know if they really check, if they said that was really like Takeoff that hit it. Because listen, I think back to like the movie, even though it was a movie, that shit done happened in real life. And I've been through some shit with females where they lied, crazy lies, stone cold lie on some like spiteful shit. And I think back to the movie, Thin Line Between Love and Hate, when the broad beat herself up with the motherfucking pool ball all crazy because she wanted to get Martin all fucked over. And I could see, like, if a girl got a plot to get a person like, and I'm not saying this what happened.
Right,
We're just
right.
thinking about it. Like, maybe, God forbid, again, who knows if Takeoff did some crazy shit.
Yeah.
But if a girl got a plan, a plot to do some crazy shit like this, right? And come on, a lot of these girls that's thinking like this, they got a plan and a plot like this, they know some grimy niggas. They know some dudes that'll move, trust me.
Yeah.
So, I mean, because I could see a woman going all the way through with it saying, yo, nah, I was in the room with the nigga, blowing with the nigga. And they like, well, yeah, I ain't really do nothing with the nigga. Well, yeah, you can say he did it. Well, how I'm going to say that? I'm going to jump on you. I've been fucking you. I'm going to fuck you now myself.
This is real, man.
I'm going to fuck you
It
crazy
gets
right
so-
now. And then you go to
listen,
the hospital. Like,
It gets so deep, no pun intended.
Yeah.
It
could be crazy.
We got, I had a group of homies, 6 homies, who, on some loose chick shit, ran a train. Shorty done ran a train with them mad times, and sometimes she's been with different denominations of the niggas. Like, oh, she was with these 3 on Tuesday. It was like a chick that they passed around for real. And she ended up claiming a situation like that. luckily confessed to somebody and they recorded it. You know what I mean? That it wasn't real, and my peoples was let out. But you know, she felt confident telling another dude who's now one of our homies and kicks it with us. Shout out to him. And you know, he made sure to take record of what she was saying and sent it to me. And I had to take it up to the, you know what I'm saying? I had to take it to the police to get my peoples off, man, because she was just on some shit like, look, man, you know, I was on some bullshit. They found out she was getting a train ran on her and she didn't want that. Her friend, basically what happened was her friend had to pick her up from the train situation, saw that she had been drinking and everything. And she told her friend, like, nah, I was just in there with the homies. We was getting it. And her friend was like, nah, you ain't right. You drunk. Like, that's rape. And called the police for her. So now the police get there and she's forced to either tell the police, now strangers, I had a train ran on me by my homies that I actually run train with all the time, or they raped me. And she went with the latter. Yeah, they went with the rape, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, it got crazy, but she ended up coming clean on the shit.
That's all like dangerous grounds, man. You got to really like be careful out here, man. Again, man, you got to get that consent, man. You got to ask them like, hey, we having sex tonight? And then, you know, she say yes. You go ahead and shoot the text. Get the text, too. You sure we pumping tonight? I'm on my way. And then, they said, when you get there, just for last sakes, when y'all start taking off your clothes, get a record. Yeah. Hit your phone one last time and say, you sure you want to do this, right?
I'm not trying to laugh.
No, but it's no. I mean, we're sit down.
I've been in it too. Y'all heard on the episode. I'm not laughing or desensitizing.
Listen,
we gotta have fun.
We are sit down comedians.
With how we do our stuff, man.
Yeah, we are sit down comedians. We gotta add certain things to it, but it's real because in this time period, especially, man, you know, I guess maybe in our time, you and a woman was doing what y'all was doing, it would almost be what they would call like a mood killer for you to even bring up, like, are we having sex? A chick would have looked at you back then and been like, nigga, it was supposed to just happen. Like, why'd you?
Well, after you go downtown, you can ask. I'm just saying.
I've been asked
plenty of times.
But you gotta kind of
busy. It didn't fuck up the mood because the ocean was already ready.
But I'm gonna tell you, in certain situations, some women would disagree and say you can't go for the zipper before you ask.
It depends.
I think I don't know, man. And I'm getting old. I ain't got all this energy no more. But I just still feel like my future wife just gonna attack a nigga like all the time. Like just attack, man. Just constantly make me be tired of it.
Yeah. So if you wake up and the girl you're dealing with pussy is in your face, you can't run to the police department and say,
"Man, I ain't going to no cops. I'm gonna be in heaven. I'm gonna wake up in heaven. I eat that for breakfast."
He said,
especially if that's my baby, she bad, she know what it is. I'm gonna wake up. Yeah. Good morning.
I tell you what though,
that with a mimosa. It's lit in the morning. What are you talking about? It's brunch.
So you could put. So you telling me now you could put your stink ass breath on a vagina though? Yeah. See.
After the mimosa. Well, listen. Well, I'm not gonna say after. At least let me say good morning first. That's what I mean. Like, don't just wake a nigga up.
But at least if you just eat the pussy, you could blame your breath on the pussy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, that's gonna be some hot shit. Though.
I mean, I think again, it's levels. This shit. I think it's a certain level you get to where like.
The comfort.
Y'all roll over because ain't nobody. It's a certain level you at where like nobody's running to the bathroom. If anything, y'all gonna stay out each other's face. Mm-hmm. We just fucking real quick in the morning, get a quick round in. Like that's how that go. It ain't all this lovey-dovey shit. We get
my
back
baby
to
still
that.
won't fart in front of me, dog. We years and years in, yo.
Women like that. Yo, it was for a while that I thought women didn't fart.
No, so
we don't.
Hold on, no. Listen.
And them quiet joints stink.
No. You know when they fart?
Do she fart in her sleep?
Yo.
That's when they hold them.
Yo.
All the baddies
they hold them all day.
Yo,
all
listen.
the baddies fart in their sleep.
Too.
Yo, nah. They fart and they sleep. My baby definitely fart in her motherfucking sleep. But and then look. And then this the crazy part.
That's why I don't eat it like that in the morning. I know what you've been doing.
That's so. You know what's crazy? No, you know I gotta say this real quick. You know what's crazy? I'm getting mad because we put up with shit like that, and like y'all don't even like understand that. Like, cause I could really recall like a friend or two in my past like years of situations where like you was farting. In your sleep, like you was farting, like you know, morning breath. I tolerated, we human. It was all love.
Put up with it.
And y'all try to
happens
get
to
fly and get
everybody.
cute.
Chelsea fart in her sleep.
Yeah, she knows.
You've been told. You've been told you fart in your sleep.
Nope.
Somebody told you that. That's a fact, though.
Nope.
Definitely passed.
And Chelsea petite.
No,
It's probably like a petite bomb.
It was crazy.
And she eat well, so you know they stink.
It was crazy
Yeah,
because
that's when you get rid of everything.
all chicks do fart in they sleep, because I remember like years ago, like linking up with a chick that I liked for years and shit like that. We ended up kicking it on some like Netflix and chill type shit, but we really like watched the movie, end up going to sleep or whatever. I wakes up, shorty like laying on me or whatever like that, and I'm trying to looking over like, damn, yo, I'm with the John, like I'm chilling, like yeah. And next thing you know, dog,
Drop the bomb on you.
when she's knocked out, yo, I started
Cracking
dying. I was dying, yo. And this the crazy part with my girl now, with my baby, yo, my girl will do some shit like fart in her sleep. The little noise will wake her up, but whenever she wake up, she's mad at something else in the room. It's like I made a noise, like like she like turning the other way, like basically like nigga shut up. It's like nigga, that's
Wait, you think the girls fart in their sleep because they hide it all day?
Exactly. I think so. They say
Yes.
that's why people talk in they sleep, because they quiet. They quiet people. They say quiet people talk in they sleep because they don't say shit all day.
My son talking
My
his
brother's
sleep
like
heavy.
that.
Word is
Quiet
I'm
too.
telling you, that's a saying.
I believe
He always arguing in his sleep though. Whoever is in his dreams, he got major
He got beef
with, bro. I got videos of this nigga. No, bro, for real. He's always like, stop, okay? Leave me alone. Yeah. It's like, yo, what's up with this?
He's fighting somebody.
Kids is crazy. My son get frustrated like that too. He gotta chill.
Yeah, so he probably dreaming about Legos or some
I was getting a call you the other day from my son because he keep trying to make me play this game. I'm like, yo, I'm ready to take you to Dev and let Dev play this shit with you because I don't understand it.
What is it?
It's like D&G, like
he trying to play Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah,
I never played that shit before.
That is some my job.
That's some real nerd shit for real. Like that's like a signature, like nerd. Like it's like you got to get that stamp of approval, and I don't even know how to play that shit. You know, Dungeons and Dragons.
Yo, the shit he be saying, B. I'm gonna call you.
That's crazy.
That you talk to.
Yo, times has changed, man. We in a major shift. This is like almost like a moment in evolution right now. We watch men go from. They say that people, came out of the sea as some kind of fish and crawled onto the ground as lizards and turned into motherfucking, apes and then into humans. And at a certain point, we turned into the $600 a week unemployment human.
Stimmy Hendrix.
Yes, the most stimulated stumens. And now
We got
they took the $600 away.
funeral time.
Is it gone?
That's what I heard.
Yes.
It's over.
I never got
It's
mine,
over.
so you know what I mean. I'm
It's
upset.
over.
I mean, hopefully a lot of people did right by the money. Like I hope because it wasn't really shit to do. You couldn't go really like fucking blow the money unless you was like really like online like a dummy all crazy. And
Nah, they saved the bread up and then they went crazy at King of Prussia Mall, dog. Right now, like listen. King of Prussia Mall, the area where they got all the high end stores that usually niggas wasn't at.
Mm-hmm.
The lines is
is
so
wild.
crazy long to get
That shit
in
was
there.
like that in Vegas.
They
I never
going
see that
crazy.
many people trying to get into Gucci.
This the crazy part.
I haven't been there
My
forever.
girl was at work. Nigga, there was a shootout in the mall.
The Cherry Hill Mall?
No, in the King of Prussia joint.
Oh.
I miss like the
Thing
last.
is, that mall is so big.
I miss
That was just like shootout outside, huh?
I missed like the last 4 or 5 of those free because I had to go back to work. My job opened back up for like essential workers, and we had to open back up. And I rocks with my job. I've been at my job for a long time, So I went back and I didn't get those last free 600s that a few of them, but yeah, I just hope people did right by the money, because I mean it was something to definitely kick in for like everything that was going on. You know, a lot of people deferred payments. A lot of people was telling these bill people that, hey, but you got to understand that these bill people need money too. They got
gonna come back.
companies.
They gonna come back to collect, and you might have used up the money.
And they know that they know that y'all been getting like free money. You know, not only your unemployment, but with more on top tapped on.
Yeah.
You know
Listen,
what I'm saying?
man. One thing I'll say is, where my opinion is different than a lot of people, even without me getting, any part of that money, I felt happy to see people have the money. I've seen a lot of posts and a lot of people who are used to getting money, very upset that other people were getting money. Like they were very upset, and they would have a lot of negative things to say. If I see a lot of posts down my timeline, that'll be like, all of a sudden niggas got money because they got their little $600. Wait till y'all shit run out. And my thing was like, if it don't affect your life, why do you care, man? Put it like this. Me not having that money and somebody else having it don't affect my life. Let people see what it feels like for a change to have some excess money. It'll be at the work, even if they fucked it up, right? It's going to be a memory for them one day when they like, remember that $600 stimulus, John?
Right.
They're going to be telling that story. Remember when we got the stimulus checks and we was doing this and doing that? Hey, man, more power to them people, man. Some people from the bottom never had nothing. Some will never have anything. Right. And this is one bright moment in their life during a very depressing time. If people remember it, people being locked in the crib, man, let them people have their enjoyment, and don't clown them for seeing them broke after it's all over and say, you should have did right with your stint. Yes, you broke, Nick.
Listen, it's people that do that every year though, bro. Like they do it over taxes. Every year they fucking with people about their taxes. This is money that people worked for. They entitled to it every year, regardless of what level of life they on, if they looking forward to it, if they happy about getting it. Like I get what you're saying, bro. I made a post about that the other day on my Facebook. I actually reshared something that somebody else posted, and it was one of those type posts like, y'all be mad at everything. Motherfuckers get taxes, motherfuckers get a stimulus, motherfuckers get food stamps. Y'all just stone cold mad, and that's like, we gotta stop being like that. Even though I know we never not, like I'm to the point where I'm like really like accepting that there's always gonna be a yin to the yang. You know what I'm saying? Like everything's not going to be positive. You're going to have people that's going to talk shit, even with what we doing. If we make it, if we get a look, whatever, anything you got going on, you're going to have people that's going to talk shit and say, oh, he ain't no fucking body. He's a cornball. You know what I'm saying? Right. Or whatever. Like, and we just got to learn. It's sad, and we wish that people would not, because you really look kind of like, I ain't going to hold you. A lot of people, y'all come off miserable. They
are miserable, bro. If you can't feel happiness for another human being who's feeling some happiness when it does not affect you, that is miserable.
For whatever reason, long as it ain't nothing negative. He not happy about killing nobody or nothing negative. So I get it.
And the thing is, I'm not even sure if it's like a supreme happiness that niggas had as far as receiving the 600. It's survival at the end of the day. A lot of those motherfuckers needed it.
Niggas is so ignorant. Even what he said, what Rich just said, where he said, nigga not hurting nobody or nothing. I've had niggas, prominent niggas that niggas know, tell me that, because I thought it was a Philadelphia person that had a whole bunch of money. I thought that, I was like, was he trapping or whatever? This dude getting a ridiculous amount. Oh shit, my watch is talking crazy.
The fuck, I was like,
I didn't watch.
Yo.
I
thought the nigga
we
had
know
like
what he did with his 600.
I don't got the 600.
Yeah, I thought this motherfucker had all Transformers in his pocket.
but I thought this dude was selling dope or something like that, and then somebody said, man, that nigga don't trap, man. That nigga's corny. That nigga made an app. That nigga made an app, man. That nigga got rich off making a fucking app. He's a fucking nerd. This, that, and the third. And it was just like, oh, that's kind of fire to me. Like, he made an app and that's how he got all that fucking money.
I mean, he could do it again.
That, to me, it was just so much doper. You were basically, these niggas was calling him a lame and corny because he didn't get it selling drugs. The niggas that they look up to got it like that. So you got drug dealers and all that shit now. Right now, mad because they was used to stunting and being the only person that could buy shit. Now they watching other people, you know, because Philly doing the PUA crazy. This nigga's making an extra $1,200 a week. You know, that's a big change in a person's life.
This niggas that's getting salary.
Yeah.
I know a nigga that's about to get 70 racks in the next couple months.
Yo, no, real shit. And now they looking at those people and it's like, man, y'all niggas, it's like, come on, dog. Didn't you get to stunt long enough? Let these people have some enjoyment in life, man. If it don't affect you, it ain't doing you no harm. Let that shit motherfucking ride, man. It's a lot of bad shit going on in the world. People need to be happy.
I will say this too. Man, they not the only people that's receiving money. And I think this is the fucked up part about people thinking is we think so small sometimes. What do you think these big ass corporations, what type of check you think they getting? Everybody is getting money during this time.
Exactly.
You're not. And I'm not saying that that's a good or a bad thing. I hope you blessed in whatever situation that you got, but everybody is getting super money during this time. Jeff Bezos, that nigga, it took him 2 months to become a trillionaire based off of the economy and where it was at because niggas was getting that extra 600 and spending that money on Amazon.
Yeah.
So everybody is getting money. Loans. Niggas is getting $100,000 loans, bro.
Listen, even without me getting money, I got a lot of money from having a crazy customer base during this time because now people can finally afford to pay full price for my services. So they not even, you know, before people will try to haggle you down a little bit. Now people just wing. Yeah, right. I need that. This is how much I charge for that. Woo. Dev, let me get 3 of them. Woo. So I'm enjoying it and I'm glad that other people are.
That's complaining. They just ain't got nothing going on in their life that's meaningful as far as like, you know, I see people talk about, people had all this money, but did you start a business? It's like, nigga, did you start a business? Why are you worrying about, and why is a business a thing that everybody should start? Like, because 9 times out of 10 when you starting that, you're going to take a loss at the beginning for a couple years.
People
That's
don't even know what they saying. People
go.
just say cliche shit, bro.
Right. If I smoked all my shit up and got high as a kite, that's on me.
Yeah,
on me. No, it really is.
No,
but we almost out of here.
Yeah. No, I wanted to talk about something else, man, because I said that people worried about dumb shit like who getting money from PUA when around the world we also think so small that we don't think about what's going on in the rest of the world, man. And I don't know if y'all saw the footage from multiple angles of what's going on over in Lebanon.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to touch. That's what I wanted to touch on before. Like, so you was
listen,
whatever they call that shit.
Listen, man. One of my peoples put it up. You know what I mean? She's from Lebanon. That was the first time that I saw it, and she was just like, praying for her people, family, everybody, that's over there because
it was so scary that I feel bad that. For every movie or anything that we ever watched, it can't compare to that. Like they didn't pull that off. That shit was scary watching that, bro. Mm-hmm. None of those other atomic bombs that was recreated or nothing like that ever looked like that.
Yeah,
that shit was actually scary, and you gotta pray for them. While we was recording, I saw another video where It was a family, it was a family inside of a house, and it looked like they were on the outskirts. They just, got affected, whatever.
Children.
But it was children. It was
kids.
Right. And sitting there, and I'm not sure why the mom let him go near the windows and stuff, but probably about 15, 20-second video, 10 seconds in, you see the kid back up a little bit from it, and then everything just go white, and the windows blow him away, like literally blow them away. They end up being fine, but it's like, God damn, like that's just super crazy to me, man. So, man, I'm praying for everybody over there. Yeah, I can't either, especially you just chilling.
When you're in like a facility like what we're in right now, right? Just huge bricks that build this building together. You feel like this is a fortress that you can't fucking make it out of.
Right.
And I watched a building from the pressure of the explosion, right? So it's like the explosion happens far away, and then there's the pressure of that bomb, make the bricks just separate. Like dust just blowing in the wind. Just turn that shit into fucking confetti. That's insane to me, yo.
Like Garnett said, man, it's super sad. I definitely been seeing pictures, just people, bloody faces, headband up, streets tore to pieces. May Allah protect everybody over there, and just gotta keep people like that definitely in our prayers. And it's actually crazy because it just makes me think of, over in those countries where like a lot of that those things happen, like real war, like Dev said, where actually like
it wasn't war though. It was I don't even know how to pronounce it. It's like ammonium nitrate.
So it was
was it an accident?
It was just sitting there for 6 years unguarded, and they didn't say how it started, but the Hassan Daib, who's the Lebanon's prime minister, said he's going to punish whoever is responsible for it. They said it was sitting there for 6 years, unsecured. So I don't know how it went off.
So he's saying punish whoever's responsible for it. What in a neglect fashion?
He's vowing to punish officials who are deemed responsible.
Somebody probably dropped the ball. He feel like as far as whatever. Well,
maybe.
So what was it that? So they're saying they don't know what ignited whatever this was, or what. So what is the purpose of that as a non-weapon situation? What is the purpose of whatever they?
Why do you have it for 6 years?
Like what is that? What is
2,750 tons of ammonium nitrate been sitting there unsecured. So
fuck is ammonium nitrate?
I don't know.
Shout out to Google Chels though. Well, she definitely be on it. That's a great piece of information because I definitely thought it was like somebody sent the bomb or something because that's what they were saying at first, that it looked like something was flying in the air or whatever. But
ammonium nitrate, sorry, I got it.
No,
is a chemical compound with the chemical formula NH4NO. It's a white crystalline solid consisting of ions, aluminum, and nitrate. It's highly soluble in water as a solid, although it does not form hydrates. It doesn't say anything. It does say it's dangerous on here. It says high danger.
Well, that's about the one thing to help us.
Yeah.
Because everything else you just said,
So is it used for?
That's what I'm trying to see. Is
chemical compound.
So as I'm saying, do they use that for bombs or do they use it for something else? Is it like fucking? I don't know, fucking fertilizer or anything. Like, what is it for? What is it used for?
My whole thing where I was going to go with it anyway is just like, even if it was an accident, God, it still happened. It's bad, and prayers to the people over there. Like I said, prayers to everybody, their families, and everybody. I hope people heal and recover over there. But it just still make me think, because those countries over there, they go
fertilizers.
It ended up being fertilizer?
Produced as small porous pellets or prills, it's one of the world's most widely used fertilizers.
Yeah, because I've heard shit like that too.
Used in mining explosives.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so I'm sure niggas use it as bombs as well. Like, anything that explodes,
reminds me
people
of
use
Chernobyl.
it.
I never finished it, but if you guys haven't heard of Chernobyl,
yeah, I finished it.
That screwed up that whole country.
Yeah.
Well, we hope that this is an accident and not nothing deliberate that nobody would try to do to like hurt people, because the world is already upside down, and that's the only thing I was going to say was just, we need to be careful of, leaders. We got a vote coming up. We're talking about just, it makes me think of that. But like seeing stuff like that goes on in these countries, big, whether this was an accident or not, but bombings, war, things. Look at what we've been going through for the past 4 years.
That's the shit that they don't show for real.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, and let's remember, at the end of the day, even with this one being that, if that's what that was, Rich, it's something that was left unguarded and exploded.
Right,
man. People in these other countries, we dropped shit like that on them.
And but not only that, but you heard what he said. Supposedly now the leader, prime minister, is saying, "Well, it ain't me. I didn't do it, but I'm going to find who did it. We're going to find who's responsible. God forbid something happened. Somebody dropped the ball over there in leadership, right? So it goes back to what I wanted to go to and say anyway. we need to be mindful of what we putting in. Look, right now they saying that we lost so many people through this pandemic because the leaders over here dropped the ball on how to really secure the country and lock shit down and take proper precautions when you knew some shit was coming here. And you took it for granted. You took it for granted, whatever. So I just say that we got an election coming up, and shout to Ice Cube. I've been really I follow Ice Cube. I'm a heavy Ice Cube fan.
Snoop Dogg top 10.
Yeah, Snoop Dogg top 10. Shout to Ice Cube again. He made a podcast twice today. But Ice Cube really is heavy on the black vote, just talking about voting and really just being mindful of what we voting for. Who we voting for. I guess just kind of trying to get involved. And we know elections, they can be, a lot of that shit be just fucked up, man.
Yeah,
period. We got to jump
theatrical
through. Yeah,
bullshit.
we got to jump through fucking hoops with everything.
Mm-hmm.
But keep in mind that the election is coming up, and we need to be mindful of the leaders that we put in place over here.
Yeah. So prayers for Lebanon, man. Hopefully, just as a wrap up, we'll find out more with the situation with Takeoff. I hope that brother didn't have nothing to do with a situation like
Just
that.
hope that it's allegations, man.
Yeah, I hope
All the truth comes to the light, man.
I hope that
all the truth always come to the light.
Yeah,
man.
I hope that in the Jaguar Wright situation, not just because I know her to be a certain way, but I just hope that a crime or something of that nature, didn't take place with a brother like Common that people do look up to. You know what I'm saying? He's had a positive image, because that's the last thing that people, need to see. And obviously the last thing you will want is for a woman to actually have gone through a real scenario like that. You know what I mean? And I think that's going to be it, man. We talked on a lot of type of shit today. Today was a little bit more serious. You know what I mean? Couldn't joke about a lot more shit. But for myself, Devinwade, aka DevNasty, for Chelsea Lee.
That's me.
We still got a moan on that. By the way, hold on. Wait.
What?
No. We got to bring this back, because last week you were disrespected. I just want to bring this up before we leave.
They fucked your moon up.
You were super disrespected by Waleska D.
Wow.
She moaned in your place.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. She moaned in your place. It went a little something like, you know
Sound like she was tired.
DIA, we gotta work on this.
Listen, y'all need to get together privately. Work on your moans. Together, record it for OnlyFans. Record it, sell it.
Wally, I'm coming for you.
That sentence could be taken a lot of different ways.
I'm coming for her to show her how to moan right.
I'm just saying that could have been taken a lot of different ways.
Use your imagination.
So once again, for Chelsea Lee,
bye.
For Porter Rich,
yo, ladies. Street Fighter, strip. Ladies, listen.
Don't say
I got
Street
it, ladies.
Fighters.
I got a couple hundred. Play me in strip Street Fighter. If you could beat me,
winner takes draws.
If you beat me, winner, you take my draws and you take some cash. Strip Street Fighter. Sign
That'll
up.
get some girls signed up.
Sign up now.
Listen, he just beat the game, so y'all signing up to get butt ass. That's for sure. And for Garnett Briscoe. Yo, that one was weak.
Yeah, he's tired.
Yo,
he's tired.
Hold on.
That one sounded like the bird got shot out the sky.
It was halfway through. Duck Hunter.
Hold on. Damn, y'all making me nervous.
Yo, listen. I think
my moment too.
Listen, I think his vocal cords,
Vocal cords
are some.
Put some honey in that shit or something.
Yo. Oh, you know what? That was in there. He had to warm up like Bet Favre.
That first one sounded like Duck Hunt.
Hold on. Rich is in his video game bag. He's remembering all video games now.
Yeah.
But yo, everybody, we appreciate y'all listening every single week, man. Making sure that y'all tune in to the, especially, our Sound Only Saturday people. And we out of here, man. Peace.
now here we go. Wake up in the morning, I'm rolling gelato. KE on the track, never trusting a thigh hoe. Money on my mental, I'm thinking about dough. She just threw it back on the nigga and got low. I ain't trying to cuff it, he looking like 5-0. Mommy call me Poppy, they calling me Pablo. I'm doing the colossal, she clapping that bravo. These suckin' niggas be talking, they be talking behind my back. They be mad cause I be grinding, bitch, I really had to track while they was waiting on the handout. Ain't no waiting on none of that. I be really gonna get it, I be chasing down these racks. Gotta stay away from these rats, man, that's real shit, that's facts. I don't got no time to relax, I'm just making time to get rich. I just walk in and get lit, got a part of me, I'm the shit. Don't talk to me in this bitch, I'm saucy, get a flick. She call me for the stick, I bend it over if she thick. We don't wait in line, we skip, she wait in line for the stick. Mine on my money, money on my mind flip. Couple grams in a blunt, you still rolling up a nick. Never trust a bitch, never trust a nigga pocket watching you get rich. Told her get a grip, mine on my money.